right, we'll call this meeting to order. The Finance Committee, May 23rd, 2023, 4:37 PM. The record reflected Alder Hutchinson, Alder Johnson, Alder Burnett, Alder Galvin are all present. Entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion by Galvin, a second by Burnett. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item D, approval of minutes.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion by Galvin, a second by Hutchinson. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item E, regular business. Shoot. I got laptop fingers here. Okay. Item 1, consideration with possible action to authorize the engagement of economic advisors related to the Lambeau Field Stadium lease negotiations. I presume we need to go into closed session, seeing as all the documents were there.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Motion.
So read it
We have
first.
a motion by Burnett, a second by Alder Galvin. Alder Burnett, can you read the language, please?
I'm not good at all this, sub, that, so please pardon
You get close.
my clunkiness. The committee may convene in closed session pursuant to sections 19.85 IE Wisconsin statutes for purpose of deliberating or negotiating the sale of public properties, divesting of public funds, or conducting other specified public business as necessary for competitive or bargaining reasons. The committee will thereafter reconvene in open session pursuant to section 19.852 Wisconsin statutes to take actions on items discussed in closed session if appropriate and to consider the remainder of the agenda.
And wait, one moment. Let me get this. There's nobody in the waiting room, so we're good to go.
Okay. Entertain a motion to go back into open session.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Hutchinson, a second by Burnett. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
I make a motion for staff to proceed as directed.
Second.
We have a motion by Galvin to direct staff to proceed as discussed in closed session, a second by Burnett. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item number 2, consideration with possible action on a resolution to rescind or refund 2022 real estate taxes for Stacy L. Johnson, parcel number 21-8198 for $1,692.57. Any discussion on these? This one?
Just a little more what happened, basically.
Give me one moment.
Looks like they just over-assessed it.
Correct. I want to see what their explanation was. An error was discovered in the computation of the value of the improvements for the 2022 assessment year. And again, the reason why you're seeing a few more of these is because we just had a reval. And so now more people are paying attention, looking at, so they had to put new models in, they had to do new tables together, and in some cases, they may have put the wrong number of bedrooms in, they may have put the wrong number of square feet in, and something like that. So now when somebody's coming in, if they didn't make board of review last year, there's a lot of people this spring that came in to look at and ask questions like, well, why did my value go up so much? And so they're still meeting with all these residents, and in this case, that's when they'll start comparing, and then they'll find, some of these are minor, some are smaller, but this is when they're still finding things that maybe over the course of the reval, they're finding a small mistake that was maybe made. And it could have actually always been there, but through the reval, people are asking, how did you value my house?
So, not that I want to place blame, but is it a city error or something that was messed up along the way that resulted? Here's what I'm getting at. Is if someone questioned the assessment in the fall, they went through the process by contacting the assessor, and if they didn't go to that cutoff date and they waited and made an error or just neglected it, then in order to get a reversed or changed, they'd have to go through a whole formal process, like board of review. So that's not this situation.
No, and this is a situation where when they sat down with the resident, the owner of the residence, and just found that their information did match. There was something in our system, and it could have been information that they was supplied to them, it could have been what's been in our system for a long time, but something was not correct. And so it needed to be updated in the system, which did affect their assessed value.
Okay, thank you. Move to approve?
Okay.
Is there a motion, Mary?
There's not a motion yet.
Second.
I don't think there was, at least. Motion by Brunette, second by Galvin. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item 3, consideration with possible action regarding a budget amendment resolution for unbudgeted overtime for special events. We've seen this before us many times.
Motion approved.
Motion by Galvin,
Second.
second by Hutchinson. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. F, informational, number 1, 2023 contingency account is $244,643.36, with an unobligated amount of $200,004.96. The next Finance Committee meeting will be held on June 13th, 2023 at 4:30 PM.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion by Burnett to adjourn, second by Hutchinson. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
So are we having personnel and finance on the 13th?
Yeah.
And when are we having,
Council is the 27th, that's why I was confused. We're meeting